I ain't ever gonna stop watching Big Unc and the Nephew.
What up, bro?
What's happening, my man? How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Man, chilling, excited, having a good time. What's happening, bro?
Happy Friday, man. I see that beautiful rig behind you, bro.
Oh man,
Man,
I'm telling you, this thing is sweet. We've been having so much fun on this already, man.
yeah. What's up, everybody?
What's happening?
Happy
What's happening?
Friday.
Welcome everybody to Big Unc and the Nephew.
What's up? We got Kobe in here.
Yeah,
We got Big O.
what's
We
happening?
got
Oh, Batten, what's
we
up,
got the
dude?
Mrs. Strong Arm.
Yes, sir. They're heading out to basketball practice right now,
Oh yeah.
so they can't be here. Q Belly, you see that? You like that?
See what you did with the title. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a genius move, Nick, for sure, for sure.
So I'm gonna go ahead and crack open something tonight to salute till Friday. This is a little I've never had this. Jefferson's Ocean Aged at Sea. Let's see what's going on with this, boys.
Aged at sea.
Aged at sea. Aged at
Is
sea.
that like basically like dry aging? Is it like the same thing? You know what I
You know
mean?
what, bro? It kind of no, it's what it is. It's in a barrel. You know that. You know that, right? But what I like about this one, this isn't just small batch. It's very small batch. You see that?
Very
Whatever the fuck
miniature.
that means, right? Big
Miniature.
O, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on, all you guys?
What
Give me
up?
one
What
second.
up?
I'll get this poured up and then I can check out some questions and stuff. You guys have some questions, throw them off down here.
Indeed. Happy
But
Friday, folks.
yeah, man.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Oh, you can hear it going.
Yes,
You know that's when it's gonna
sir.
be good.
Sir.
Big
Salute.
sexy in the house.
What up, big sexy? What's going on with you guys?
Happy Friday.
That's
Happy
right.
Friday.
That's right. So what's up, man? So I want to just start off first and say thank you, man. This is a cool idea that you got. Anyone and everyone that's in here, what's happening is this is the start of Big Unc and the Nephew. What we're gonna do is a series, a weekly series. We want to try to get to know you guys a little bit more. Have you guys get to know us? What's up, Big Sexy? But this is gonna be your opportunity. Find out the things you want to know. Ask us the questions you want. We're gonna be bringing people on. We're gonna be interviewing them, seeing what makes them tick, why they got started, and a lot of the other behind the scenes stuff that a lot of us don't know about each other. We're going to go ahead and start kind of putting that out there for anyone that wants to share, so to speak. So thank you,
Indeed.
Nick. Appreciate it. This was
Absolutely.
Nick came up with this brilliant idea, and I think this is going to be a great thing that we're going to continue to move forward with.
Yeah, man, I think it'll be fun, getting to know people a little more. Oh, cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Damn.
got a Kirkland cooler going,
I
baby.
I just got the regular non-bubbly today. No Kirkland cooler though. But
Oh,
you
we
know
got
how
a
I do my
question.
Kirkland coolers.
We got a question here. This is from Mrs. Strongarm wants to know. I have a
More
question
spicy
for Heat
ranch.
Stroke. When can I get more of your spicy ranch? There you go.
Absolutely, I'm glad you like that. Definitely next time I come over, I'll bring some. I actually made ranch today. I make it every week now. Now that G taught me or gave me his recipe to make ranch, I've kind of tweaked it myself and whatnot. And like regular ranch just doesn't do it anymore. Like it really doesn't.
No, not at all. Any time that you can just take it and make it your own and fresh ingredients always is going to make things a lot better than just some store bought stuff. You know what I mean? So
For
yeah,
sure.
hell
For
yeah.
sure. Indeed.
Cookie, I see you there. You want to have another barbecue? Come on over. Come on over. Call the wife. You know she runs the calendar, so run it by her. She'll put something in there.
Man,
Have you guys come out.
we just want to see the shrug one time. Oh, the shrug. Let's do it for him. My dude. My
Hell yeah.
dude.
So yeah, man. So let's tell me a little bit about you, man. So obviously we know you're into some of that cool old school pop culture shit. You know what I'm
I'm a
saying?
nerd.
Ninja
We can
Turtles.
we can say I'm
Yeah,
a nerd.
yeah, for
I'm a
sure, man,
nerd.
for sure. But
No, for
that's just
sure.
way cool now. That's just way cool these days, right?
So I
You know what I mean?
I liked it before it was cool. You know what I mean? Can I drop the
Yep.
pizza off to me? I got you, bro. I got you. Chicken mole sauces. That sounds good too. I'll jot that one down. I like that one.
That would be fire.
Indeed.
That would be fire. Yeah, lots of cool shit coming up in the future, right? Obviously, you got more pizzas coming, right?
Indeed.
Obviously, that's what people can expect. But anything else that people maybe couldn't expect from you that you got in the works that maybe you want to talk about?
Not necessarily that you couldn't expect or anything like that, but My bad to go back to the I squirreled on you for the pop culture stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But yeah, no, I'm a big nerd. I've been a big nerd for forever. Like most of my tattoos and stuff like that are like different comics and whatnot. Just
Hell yeah.
it's stuff that makes me feel like a big kid still. Yeah, you see, this you got Mikey right there.
That's
You know
what's
what I
up,
mean?
baby. I get
You got
it. I
Mikey
know what's
right
up
there.
for
But
sure.
yeah, it's one of those things. Never grow up, right? That's like one of the things I try to. I like the stuff I liked when I was a kid still. Never
Yeah,
grew out of it.
I hear
You
that.
know,
Nostalgia plays a big part in a lot of things that inspire me too, right?
indeed.
Art. A lot of that stuff I think is art driven for me personally. That's why I like a lot of those older cartoons that I used to like as a kid too, right? Obviously, Ninja Turtles is one
Hmm.
of them. But I think a lot of that stuff still holds true. I keep a lot of that art around my house. My house is covered in art. My office, I should say, covered in art. But what else is inspiring for you when it comes to that pop culture stuff? Where do you like to take some influence from outside of just the cartoons when we were kids? How about as you started getting a little bit older?
As I got older, you had all the actual like real life superhero movies and stuff came out, right? So it kind of just changed into being like mega blockbuster type stuff, but as far as my taste changing and whatnot, I mean, I guess not really. No, I've been a Batman kid. Like you'll see me at like 1 years old. My very first costume was Batman, and like to this day, Batman is the man. Like he is the man.
For
But
sure, dude.
but
Batman
yeah,
is the man. What do you think? What is it that you like the most about Batman? I think everyone likes something a little bit different. So you go ahead. Let me hear what you think, and I'll tell you what I like about him.
he's got first thing is like he's just a dude, right? He's a dude with a lot of
Yes.
money, obviously, but he
Yeah.
also has a story. You know what I mean? He has the his upbringing, made him to who he was, and there. I think a lot of stuff's about choices, right? Like how you are brought up. You can either draw towards that and kind of like follow what you see, or you can go away from that, right? So even though he still used violence, he used that violence to protect people and stuff like that. It's all about the choices you make, coming up, and
For
I
sure.
always kind of like that,
100%. I think
Ninja
he was
Turtle
super
roles.
relatable, right? He was probably the most relatable of anyone in any of these superhero, so to speak, movies, right? Because he didn't have the superpowers. He was, like you said, just a regular guy, and like I like that rising from the from what he had dealt with in the past. Although he was like a rich kid, obviously, right?
Hmm.
But a ton of tragedy at a young age, and look at him now. He's
Indeed.
dark, he's mysterious, and he's relatable. Yeah,
Indeed,
man.
indeed. And now, what about you? I know one thing that you and the boys talk about is a lot is fighting, right? And
Yeah,
different MMA and stuff
yeah,
like that. And I don't really know. I know the Diaz brothers because we're in California
for
and
sure.
NorCal, and they're the dudes,
209.
right? So yeah,
Motherfucker.
right. So other than that, I really don't know much about fighting. Like, what got you into like you fought when you were younger and stuff too, right? Like, it's not just you watching it; like you actually did the sport and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I've always been interested in martial arts. Growing up, that's kind of what my sport was that I was in, what I actually did. I never really played team sports outside of recreationally. So I was never, no one could tell you that I was on their baseball team, their basketball team, because I never was, right? We definitely played pickup games and stuff like that. I love those sports. But the ones that I really resonated with me were individual sports, not team sports. Why, I don't know, but I grew up doing the traditional martial arts, right? The taekwondo, it's kacha kempo, wing chun, stuff like that. And as I was always into grappling. When I got into junior high, did a little bit of wrestling in junior high as well, started to in high school as well. But I've always gravitated towards those combat sports. I always joke and I say I like the sports that require two balls to play, not one. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
And
it.
but if I'm being serious about it, I think it really comes down to the victories are yours and the lessons are yours too. So if you lose, that's all on you. There's you if you
Mhm.
have a bad day, it's gonna show, plain and simple. You don't have anybody else that you can rely on, anybody else that can go ahead and keep the score up for you if you have a bad game. So I think it's the truest, rawest form of competition. It goes all the
Mhm.
way back to the Olympics, right? And in the original Olympics, right? And the
Gladiator, basically, right?
gladiator
One
game.
man versus the other. Like
Exactly.
it's yeah.
I think naturally everyone gravitates towards combat sports because it really does settle who the best of the best is. There's
Mhm.
really no denying it, and there's no flops, right? That's the thing that I hate. about professional sports is the flops, the referees getting in the middle of the game and stuff like that. Like
Hmm.
a fight is a fight, and that's what so I've always enjoyed it. Boxing growing up, right, was really really big. As soon as we got a black box when I was a kid, and that was kind of all the difference right there. We
Hmm.
got all the fights,
All
and
the fight.
yeah, I've just always been into it. That's really what it comes down to. I'm not a violent person. I don't look at it as violence like maybe someone that's not really into the sport, that doesn't really understand the
Hmm.
sport. It's not so much the violence that I'm into, it's just really just the purest form of competition.
Hmm.
Um,
It's funny that you talk about like not doing team sports because
yeah,
like you seem like a very people
yeah,
centric person. Like the team that
yeah,
you like for instance like the big uncle and the nephews and like what you're doing there and stuff like that and the type of environment that you bring to it. It's like very much like a team, like a real tight knit group and stuff like that. So
yeah.
it's interesting. Like so when you started putting together like Big Unc and started looking for ambassadors and stuff like that, like which I'm super blessed to be able to be a part of. Like,
That honor's
what
all
were you?
mine.
Appreciate you. What made you like? What were you looking for? Like, what were you trying to build? The type of people you're trying to get together. You know what I mean?
To be honest with you, man, you see a lot of different strategies that people employ out there, and what I think is most important to me is finding like-minded people, people that I can see eye to eye with, people that I can trust, people that I feel can trust me, that trust me. Communication is key for me, so I have to be able to get things across to you and explain things to you that I'm looking to do. I know a lot of times people like to keep things close to their vest. I don't necessarily like to keep too much close to my vest. I don't mind sharing ideas and goals and thoughts and plans and things like that, because in the real world, when you're actually applying this stuff, there's so many times that you have to pivot and you have to change, and you have hurdles you're going to overcome anyway. There's delays, there's things that take much longer than you initially thought, right? So I don't mind sharing plans. I think sometimes other people don't want to share too much because sometimes things don't always pan out and they don't always work out, and people, I think there's a stigma about that being failing,
Hmm.
but I don't consider that failing. I just consider it learning lessons, things that you can take and move forward or pivot off
Hmm.
of, right?
Like what they say,
Um,
fail forward, right?
Fail forward,
Fail
exactly
forward, like the saying.
right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that's why I look for communication first and foremost with my guys. They got to be guys, and of course, obviously, you got to enjoy my product, right? You get a lot of people. Not, and I'm not speaking for myself. I guess I'm speaking for a lot of people that are in similar situations, right? Where you're operating a business where you have a product, people are going to try to get that product in their hands as inexpensive, if not free, as if possible, right? So you do get a lot of people that ask and they want the stuff, and they want to even be a nephew, right? Without even never tried the product, and that's something that was important to me, making sure that you guys actually loved the product first, were interested in the product, you liked it, and then showed interest. And in some cases, some of you guys didn't necessarily show the interest first to me. I showed interest in you first. I extended the olive branch to some of you guys too. But yeah, I really just wanted like-minded folks, right? People that genuinely I feel are on a similar wavelength as myself. That's super important for me.
Yeah, and I think for sure you're accomplishing that because I know some of the best conversations I've had in a long time, in our group chat and
Yeah,
stuff like that, and
for sure,
it's
man.
definitely great to be in that community. You know what I mean? It's definitely something I enjoy,
For sure, man.
and I appreciate that. I appreciate you bringing me in and whatnot, and like I think I mentioned, like just starting barbecue in general and all the people I met. It's like the most people I've ever met since going to like a new school for the first time 20 years ago. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
it's great, like being able to meet all these people and having new friendships and stuff like that. And that's truly what we did. We made a little family here, and it's awesome.
100%.
It's awesome.
Man. To be honest, it's easy to build a community around people that have a passion in something like-minded, right?
Mhm.
I think that's why so many of us just naturally click well. We work well together. You can take a group of us who have never cooked together, never worked together at all, put us all in the same place and cook all together, and it's still going to be harmonious,
Hmm.
right? And that's fucking cool. And I think that really only happens because we are passionate. You know, you couldn't
Hmm.
throw someone in the mix that doesn't really care about it. They're not they'll stumble. They're going to fall. They're not going to be able to keep up with the flow. But when you have so many people that are into the same thing, they truly love doing it, whether it's because they're trying to better themselves, make the best version of what they've ever made before, or they just love feeding people. They love the reaction when people try their food or try their
Hmm.
rubs, try their sauces, try their pizzas. You know all too well about that, right? I mean, you blow people away with your pizzas. You know, this is what you do is not the norm. It's not something that you can't get that at a store. You can't get it in a restaurant. We've all got the go-to place we go at home, right, for our pizzas and stuff. But what you present is outside of the realm of what these folks are doing. And the reason for that is because you're purely doing it with your heart and with passion, and there's so much love in it. I had a cool conversation today with somebody about soul food, right? He brought up a thought-provoking question about soul food, and is it something that's I don't want to get too far into the weeds on it, but it was about, is soul food something that's specific to African American or Black culture, right? Or can anything be soul food? Can other folks relate to what soul food is? And in short, soul food, I believe what makes soul food outside of the ingredients is the passion, the love, the heart. You can if you don't love what you're doing and you're putting it on that plate, it ain't gonna be soul food. I don't give a shit who's making it,
Coming
right?
from the soul,
Yeah, it's
right? That's what
coming
it's
from
supposed to do.
the
Coming from the
soul, and
soul.
I think that's the biggest ingredient outside of the actual ingredients when it comes to soul food. And I think the same goes with anything that we make that we are perhaps known for, right? Your
Hmm.
pizzas, my surf and turf, you know, you got Tones chicken wings or lumpia, right? The things that when we can make and we present them to people and they're like, wow, it's because there's so much love and passion behind it. So yeah, I think that's where all of this shit comes from. That's why I'm so deep into this, right? It's all about passion. It's never been about profits. It's always been about passion. I think that I'm blessed enough to say that I think it shows, it shines through, and I get a lot of recognition for it. And every single one of you guys that says something, that sends me something, that sends me cards and tells me that they appreciate what I do for the community, I save them all. I have them all. I've got a nice little box up in my office, and I've kept not a single thing, from stickers that get sent to a little note that's written on the back of your sticker that says, "Hey, man, I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing." That shit fuels us. So when you see someone that's out there and they're really pushing, they're going after their passion, fucking show them some love. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Do things like that because that shit might help push out the next great thing, you know?
Yeah, having that type of stuff would be cool to look at 10 years down the line, when you can go into every store and see Big Unk on the shelf, you know what I mean? That's going to be awesome. So, I guess for Big Unk, like what made you start
Yeah,
in general, like
yeah,
putting together
yeah.
Big Unk, not just the ambassadors, but like the product itself? Like, where did all that come from?
Yeah, good question. So, remember I was mentioning earlier the pivots, right?
Hmm.
Big Unk was sparked on a pivot. Okay. I think it's kind of, you guys are mostly familiar. If you're following me already, you know about my outdoor kitchen, right? I built this outdoor kitchen with the intention of doing catering outside of my kitchen. Truth be told, I wasn't looking too far into the laws and things here in my county when I did it. It was just a goal and a dream that I was just chasing, right? And that's a lesson I learned, right? Um, so what I had done is I built this outdoor kitchen. I went down to the county. I wanted to try to get papers and licensing and to do it, and they immediately shut it down and said that's not something that you can do. Not in this county. You can't offer your
Hmm.
food out of your home. You need a restaurant, a food truck, right? So I was in a position to pivot, right?
Hmm.
I wasn't gonna back down. I wasn't gonna stop. I wasn't gonna let my dreams die right there, right?
Hmm.
So they gave me, I wanted to know what options were, so they gave me some options, right? You could do this, you can do this, you could do this, you can do that. And what it really has to do with is meat, right? Proteins that have to be cooked so to a certain temperature before you can feed it to somebody, or food that can needs to stay at a certain temperature for X amount of time. It's like That's what it's involving with. Why they don't allow it here. But I could have sold pies. I could have sold trail mixes. I could have sold salsas. I could have a lot of things, different products like that. And one of them that they offered to me was that I could sell my seasonings.
Hmm.
And I immediately said no to. Internally, I said no to it. I wasn't going to do that. Had conversations with my wife about it, and I was really afraid that I was going to be, what I like sharing is my food. And I wanted to be in control of my food and what people thought of my food. And um, I thought with the seasoning, I was going to lose a lot of that freedom, right? I wasn't going to get that same rewarding feeling of just releasing like my rubs recipes, right? Um, and after sleeping on it for a few nights, I just said, you know what? I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what people think. I'm not going to be so holding this shit into my heart and not being willing to share it with people. And so I did it. I released it. We started with 6. I was originally going to go with just 4, but I released 6. So I also included the Cali Cajun and the Pollo Diablo, which weren't initially going to be offered. It was super important to me to seek out really nice artwork for my labels, man. That's, as you've mentioned, art is everything to me. And I wanted something that really not only resonated with me, but kind of spoke to me.
Hmm.
And sought out a cool guy, gave him my thoughts and my vision and what I thought, and he really knocked it out of the park. Put together the labeling and stuff like that. Found a co-packer that I really, again, communication that worked out well for me. That's something. If you're going to get into something like this, you got to find someone that you can communicate well with outside of the recipes, and landing on something that's as close to what your ultimate product in your home is not going to necessarily be the same. That what comes out of the co-packer is going to be really, really close, but it's not going to be exact. So you want to try to find something that's as close as possible, and that's what I did. And here we are today, super blessed that the love has been tremendous. The encouragement has been amazing. The support has been through the roof. I'm beyond where I thought that we would be in such a short amount of time. I owe a
Yeah,
lot of
man.
that to fucking people like you, bro, who've given me the push and told me, yeah, bro, I believe in what you're doing. You guys being nephews show me you believe in what I'm doing. You guys tell me that you believe in what I'm doing, and that fuels me.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, I think we're all happy to do it. I can for sure say that, and plus, again, the product's going to speak for itself. You don't really need to put anything extra on it. I mean, it's great stuff. Like the AP itself is like the best for me. Like breakfast and the AP, like it goes so good together. And usually, like breakfast is just salt and pepper for me. I usually don't do anything different, but the AP, I'll use it all the
I
time.
appreciate
Oh
that,
yeah.
man. Yeah, AP is clearly it's my personal favorite
Mhm.
too. It's why it's got me on it. You know what I mean? I'm on the label too, right? So, um, but I appreciate that, man. Thank you so
Oh
much.
yeah.
The feedback's been great on every single one. I don't have anything that I think, oh, maybe we need to shelf this. It's
Mhm.
not really working for the people. People aren't really happy. It's not resonating with folks. Everything across the board sells well, does well. Feedback's great. Reviews are awesome. I love all of that stuff.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. All
For
right. Well, let's
sure.
see. Let's see if there's anybody in the chat that wants to ask
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple questions.
Yeah,
I know we've
dude.
had we've had people talking in here. I know Mike saying that I'm still in school and stuff like that. When I was talking earlier, that's for sure. I am definitely still in school. But yeah, looks like everyone is saying thank you for your wisdom, man. Like, you
Oh,
you really shared some personal stuff there. What got you going and stuff, and people they appreciate that for sure.
hell yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not afraid to share. You know what I mean? I don't try to hold too much in. I think people will attest to that. I get a lot of questions a lot on everything from how do I do this? How would you cook that? How would you do this? To why did you start? How did you start? I've given a ton of feedback to a lot of people, and I'm grateful to be in a position to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people like the bad bully. They want to know when the re-up is.
Re-up, it's now. We already got it back in stock. It's on the website. You're interested, you want it, you're curious, try it out, go ahead, throw it in your cart. I think, as a matter of fact, I think I got the adjustment made where you can add a special instruction in there. So if any of you guys, if you're in the live right now and you place an order, so anyone that places an order between now and the end of the night, I'll throw in a free Bad Bully for you. So just get
Oh
anything,
yeah,
place an order,
absolutely.
order a mini. Shit, $6. Order any of the minis, and I'll throw in a Bad Bully for you guys to try out and give me some feedback. Let me know what you think.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a deal. Where would they go? Was it
Yes,
strongarmbarnworld.com?
strongarmbarngrill.com, bigunkbarbecuerubs.com. Either one's going to take you right to that same
For
spot.
sure, for sure.
Hell yeah, man.
Sounds
Man,
good.
hell yeah. So what do you think? What's next for you, man? We got some games coming up this weekend. Are you dialed in on these games, or are you not giving a fuck no more because we're out of it?
You know, I'll I'll be honest. Now that Antonio Pierce is now our coach, you know what I mean. I'm excited for next year. This year's over. I'm moving on. You know what I
Yeah,
mean.
you're
But
ready.
we already moved on. We didn't have a choice. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean.
That's right.
But for sure, like I'm excited for next year to have leadership. You know, as a Raider fan, we've been excited for next season several different
A-
times. You know, throughout
Absolutely.
throughout the last 20 plus years at this point in time, and you know what we need right now is leadership because we got a badass team. And so
Absolutely.
if we get that leadership, and right now everybody, or what it looks like is the locker room loves Pierce, and Pierce came out, said all the right stuff, right, and you know he looks like he's a man for the job. So I'm excited.
Well, let's
I'm
hope we can
excited.
hold it together, man. We got resources now, right? We got the resources now. So
Hmm.
let's see what we can do with it. Have you
Indeed.
been out to Vegas yet? Do a game?
No, you know, we were supposed to go for our 10-year anniversary, my wife and I's 10-year anniversary,
Oh yeah.
to go to the game, and we ended up catching COVID, so
Oh
none of us
man,
we
that
didn't get to
sucks.
go. But
Hey, shout out to the wives, by the way, not just mine and yours, but everyone
oh
else's wives that help
yeah,
support us. We're out here grinding, working, trying to get this shit done. They're eating cold food. They're out here trying to help us with the dishes and bringing stuff to us, and they put up with a lot. So shout out to all the wives and everything they do for all of us,
for
man.
sure. I do have to say, like, my wife's a rock star because I was filming a cook right before this live, so I know there's dishes in there, and you know she usually helps me out and you know make sure that I can kind of do the content and the recording and all that type of stuff. So it's very important to have that support system and have that person in your corner to put up. I mean, shenanigans is the only way I can put it. Like we go through some shenanigans with the
Oh,
cooking stuff. You know what I mean?
for sure, bro. It's like another grill. What do you
Right.
don't you are? What do you need another one of
For
those for? You know what I
real.
mean?
For real.
How much food are you
They're
gonna
all
cook
different
at the same
purposes.
time? You know?
Right.
Yeah, for sure. We all get it, man. We know that's how it goes.
Indeed,
So they're
indeed.
the support that they're giving all of us, and it's you can see it. It shows in everybody. We all have some great spouses and good people on our side.
Oh yeah.
Man, you guys over here, I'm not even catching any of these comments or questions, and I'm sorry. Bear with us. I'll get a lot better at this, being able to see these questions, respond to things you're saying. If you're asking something and we missed it, ask it again. We'll
Yeah,
we'll
for
get
sure.
to it. We'll check this out and try to catch up with that in a second here. I see we got barbecue foodie in here. That's Kevin, my man. He's out there. He just had some Franklin barbecue
Oh
today.
yeah.
He was out there. He went through the trenches to get some of that shit.
That's a bucket list location for sure. Definitely want to go there.
Oh yeah, dude. Hell
Definitely
yeah.
want to
Definitely gonna
go
do
there.
that Texas barbecue tour myself too.
I want to go. I want to get to Austin. I want to go see Kill Tony. You know what I mean? I
Uh,
really want to. I really want to do that.
Bro, you know what? I'm pretty sure that when you go to do that, that I might have to just tag along and make it happen, dude,
Let's
because that'd
do it.
be awesome. It'd be a good ass time out
Yeah,
there.
let's plan it, man. I mean, like, it's the comedy capital of the world at this point now, right? So, like,
Yeah, and it'd be good to get in out there right now while it's like it's probably not
mhm,
peaked, right? I'm sure it hasn't peaked. It's still on the climb. So to be able to get out there before everyone knows about it, right? I think it's still kind of inside knowledge that Austin is where it's all kind of traveled to, right? You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? You
yeah,
kind of have to really be a comedy nerd, right? If you're watching Kill Tony, you're a comedy nerd. You know that
yeah.
shit, right?
I guess maybe yeah, but that's
But the
true. Not
general public,
everybody doesn't know it.
yeah, the
Yeah,
general public might not know that. So to be able to get out there and go experience that before the mad rush will be cool
Big
too.
Sexy told us to let him know, and he's gonna know because we're gonna be staying at his house. We're just gonna show up and
Well,
have a place to stay.
fuck yeah, I know he's gonna have his rig too. He should have his rig pretty soon, if not already by now. I'm trying to cook on that thing too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All right, folks.
Speaking of which,
Any questions out there
yeah, what do we
before we
have here?
before we get wrapped up? Any questions?
And we do got
He
more
said the
coming,
grill's
okay,
coming.
guys? The grill is coming. Fuck yes, fuck yes. So we're going to be doing this as a weekly series. We've already got the next several weeks planned out already. So if you guys, any of you guys are interested, you want to come on, you want to share a little bit of your story, something about your background, what you're into, you guys want to just shoot the shit, come on in. We'll bring you guys on. We'll book a time for you, a slot. And this is, yes, this is the brand new Stroke Strong podcast.
Stroke Strong podcast. I love it.
Yeah,
I
boy, it's
love
got
it.
to be the Stroke Strong podcast because a strong stroke is a little too aggressive, isn't it? How do I like the new rig? Man, big sexy, bro. You already know. Look at you see the smile on my face, dude? Just sitting in front. I ain't even cooking right now. I'm just sitting in front of it. Is happy. This thing is badass. It's an absolute tank. It's built so fucking well. This is Murillo Metalworks out of Turlock. He cooked this. He built this for me. He's got this really dope triangulated corners on it too. It just looks dope. It's like a fucking Halo Warthog that you can cook on. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed,
This thing is fucking sick.
it is dope. It's built like a tank.
It re- it is,
Mike
man.
was asking what you're cooking on it. Are you cooking anything on it right now?
Bro, I'm cooking some fucking oak logs,
Oh,
bro.
delicious.
Just just some fucking oak logs right
You got
now. Just trying to.
you got any good cooks for the weekend plan?
I'm gonna make some ribs. I'm gonna make
There
some
we go.
ribs for sure. Yeah, I think Tone, his ribs are still on here. I don't think they're done yet. The ones that he was making at the best. I think those things are still on, Tone.
The pork belly part two.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what? Isn't that ironic? Every bash something takes a little longer than expected, huh? Hell yeah.
It's all good. It just makes the party last longer, right?
That's right. Exactly right. Exactly right. We should do a Cribs episode just on grills, bro. I should do a Cribs episode on just grills. That'd be hella funny. Heatstroke should also do one too. You should see. They don't call him Heatstroke's outdoor kitchen for nothing. He got everything you need to cook over there, bro.
But it's not anywhere near as put together as the strong arm bar and grill. You know what I mean? You got the nice focused area and stuff
Bro,
like that. Now that
this it's all facade. It's built with duct tape and fucking PVC pipe, bro. It's all just
it's all set, it's all the set.
yeah, exactly. It's just that you ever been on you ever seen Friends or something like that? It looks just like that. E-
But yeah, I got
Expedition
a
Barbecue. What's up, Ben? How are you doing, my brother? I hope you're well.
who made the oysters at the bash.
Oh, the oysters. That was me. Sarah, is that you, Sarah? We missed you at the bash. You guys should have come out there. But I
Sure.
think you guys were both gone or something. I think you guys were both gone. But yeah, those were my oysters I made. I was really, really happy with how they came out.
They were hella good. What were in them?
What was in them? I did obviously the oysters, clean those up real well first, and then some little baby shrimps. I made a nice compound butter with shallots, some roasted garlic. I roasted some garlic too first, and some Cali Cajun, right? So it was like a little Cajun oyster. Finished off with a little green onion. It was
They were killer,
no,
bro.
I don't think the green onion made it on. You know how it goes sometimes. You're cooking all the things at the same time, and then one of the ingredients doesn't end up making it in at the end.
It happens.
Yeah,
It
I think
happens.
now that I said green onion, I don't know if the green onion made it on. But either way, if you're gonna make
So
them,
we
put some green onion on there. Put some green onion on
do as I
there too.
say, not as I
Yeah,
do.
do as I say, not as I do.
Yes,
Exactly.
I definitely remember the parm because I remember getting a shot of you putting the parm. But yeah, I don't think I remember seeing the green onion. But
Yeah, no, there's definitely
it would
problem
have
with
been
it.
great. I'm
I
sure it
know,
would have been
dude.
great.
Caught me
But
slipping, bro. Called me out live in front of everybody.
the oyster pizza.
Sarah, come through, and I'll definitely make those for you guys. That'd be awesome. I love having you guys back out again too. I'll definitely make those. And the oyster pizza, yeah, that was fire. The oyster pizza would came out. Every pizza that I've got to collab with you on has like exceeded my expectations. I knew they would be good. I already know because your pizza. I already gave you your praises. The pizza's fucking out of this world.
Appreciate you.
But man, they came together really well.
It's all
Really,
about
really well.
trying to pair the flavors together, right?
Yeah, for
I see
sure.
Salty Dalty said that was the worst, and now Salty Dalty's one of the people that I know for sure is all about pairing the flavors. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like making sure everything complements really good.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And So that's always one thing I go in. Like if it's all one singular bite, you know what I mean? Like, even though you have a bunch of different toppings on the pizza, I want to see what it tastes like when you bite all those toppings at
Oh,
once. And that's kind of one of the things I go for. Is not individual bites going through it. Does that make
oh,
sense?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You want this, it's got to, and that's what makes it different for your pizza too. It's, you want to you're making sure it's an experience when they're eating it. They're not just going to have a piece of
Mhm.
pizza, but they're going to experience that piece of
That's
pizza.
the closest thing to art that I do.
Yeah.
I can't draw. I can't even draw stick figures. If I draw stick figures, they walk in circles because one leg's bigger than the other. You know what I mean? And so
Bro,
this is
people,
like the closest to art that I get.
Bro, it's not close to art. It is art. If people say that food isn't art, they don't fucking understand art. Guaranteed. I'll tell you right now. Art has been one of my driving passions my entire life. You know what I mean? My entire life. Some of my biggest inspirations when I was younger, like H.R. Geiger, right? When most people had posters up on their walls of like, the Lamborghini posters back in the days when we were little kids, or Cindy Crawford posters. I had H.R. Geiger posters. I had Boris Vallejo posters. I was really big into art. And food is it's creation. It's up to interpretation. It's definitely art
Hmm.
for sure. And you're a fucking maestro with that fucking pizza brush, dog.
I try, man. I try. It's fun. Like I took it up probably a little. I say around a year ago.
Yeah.
Around a year ago, I think
Who were
is when I
some of your
really took it up.
who were some of your big influences? Like who were the people when you saw them doing it that you were like, man, I want to try to do this. I want to try to make something that makes other people feel the way I feel when I see this.
As far as with pizza, um, like how that all happened was my brother-in-law actually got an uni for I think it was Christmas or his birthday or something. He got it gifted to him, and I didn't know unis existed
Yeah.
up until that point, right? And that was a year and a half ago, right? Like then I found out like they have these little portable ovens you can get for 300-400 bucks, and and always something I wanted to try. Um, I love pizza. It's like up there with my favorite foods. I love sushi's number one. Pizza's probably number
Hell
two.
yeah.
And then
Let the people know shrimp is somewhere in there though, right?
shrimp, like my number one favorite piece of sushi is shrimp. Like this, just regular, it's ebi, like just shrimp on top of the rice. That's hands down my
When I
favorite.
found that
It's
out,
simple.
when I found that out about you, I thought that was a pretty interesting fact. You don't, there's not too many people that would tell you like they would prefer shrimp over crab or shrimp over scallops or what have you, but you fucking love that shrimp, huh?
Yeah, like shrimp over lobster gets everybody. Like shrimp
Yeah,
over lobster. I'll any day. Like I will choose shrimp over lobster.
fuck yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Everybody's talking about the pizza in the chat. I appreciate you guys. And my favorite collab pizza that I've done. Um, I want to say flavor wise, you know, a lot of the collab pizzas I don't get to try, right? I don't
Yeah,
get to actually taste them. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to say for sure that I know, but I don't think I've tried them all to really be able to say that.
yeah.
But I have to say, I think my favorite collab video that I've done with pizza was probably the one Colby and
Which
I
one?
did. The
What's the?
smoking or the Irish pizza. What do
Oh
you
my
call it?
God. Yeah, that's
Uh,
corned
yeah,
beef
the
one,
the
right?
corned beef. Yeah. So, but just the video, the it was St. Patrick's Day. The Irish theme behind it. We're both gingers. We're both Irish. Like it was a cool video. It was a fun video to do.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first time Colby and I ever cooked anything. So it was cool. Like I enjoyed that one a lot. I mean, I enjoy all of them, but that video, I think the song, everything about it, I really
Hell
like that one.
yeah, I can understand that. And to be fair, I feel like that's something that you guys should probably replicate every year. You guys should do the Irish fucking throwdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's
Indeed.
something that would work
We
well.
got to run it back,
Yeah,
Colby. We got to run it
yeah,
back.
Kobe, if you're in here, Kobe,
Yeah,
he
Colby's
is
here.
in here.
Yeah,
There's
he's
Kobe. What's
here.
up, baby?
Got to run it back.
Yeah, dude. These are fun. I love doing those collab videos, man. I just did
Mm.
that one with Jeremy. That went fucking really
That
great. I was,
the dice roll. That was
hey,
pretty. That was
clean,
badass.
huh?
That
He
was
did
badass,
that
man.
clean, huh?
Yeah, that was cool. Just the whole. You want to do this solo or something along those lines? Like, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, yeah. All that credit goes to him, man. He was the brainchild. He had the idea. He put it all together. He did the editing. He told me, "Hey, go ahead and do this. Like it was awesome. He was the brains behind the operation. I just kind of followed suit, and but it was brilliant how he put it together in the end. And I'm
German's
looking to
awesome.
do more of that this year, guys. So that's kind of my big push this year, is to do a lot more collaborations, not just in videos. I want to do collaborations in several different ways. It's kind of what I like to do. Going back to the whole community thing, right?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So tell us about your Hawaiian wings and the PB&J wings.
Oh, look at her. What a sweetheart. They were a fan favorite, like no question. Definitely fan favorite wings. I think because both of those are they're ones that people don't traditionally make, right? You get a lot of buffalo. Oh, there's a someone just got one in. Who's that right there? Let's see if that's one of you folks here. I'm not sure if that's you guys or not. I can't see because we're on live. Sorry to distract. So sorry, notifications going off. Sorry,
Squirrel.
guys. Squirrel. So the Hawaiian wings and the peanut butter and jelly wings. These are they're fan favorites because it's not something that you find most places. It's not something that most people really put together themselves. But they're easy flavor combinations. It was really easy to put together. My PB&J wings, I basically make like a peanut sauce, kind of like a Thai peanut sauce, and then I glaze it with a reduction of jelly. You know what I mean? It's nothing too fancy, nothing out of the ordinary. You can put some
Glaze,
Chambord in there.
hold on, glaze it with a reduction of jelly. That sounds fancy as shit for most people. Like that sounds fancy to me. I don't know
Hey.
like about the rest of everybody else, but like that
Well,
sounds
really, what
fancy.
it doesn't taste like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the end for me. I don't think so. I get more of a Thai peanut wing
Hmm.
with a little sweetness to it. But yeah, so they go well. A lot of people are like, "Dang, these are fucking awesome," you know.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's what do I tell you about them? That's what I say. People love them. They're kind of a fan favorite, and I think it's only because they're pretty unique. They're not your traditional wings.
Yeah, I know Mike was talking about the Hawaiian wings being some of the best wings he's ever had, or the best non-spicy wings he ever had, or
Yeah,
something
dude,
like
that's
that. And like,
a
you,
fucking great compliment.
yeah, and spicy wings versus non-spicy wings, like those, like it's so different of like a flavor profile and whatnot there. But yeah, that's
Absolutely.
a
Well,
huge.
and if you guys know Mendoza, Mendoza fucking loves the
Uh-huh.
spice. So you know what I mean. If I was able to get through those taste buds after he's burnt the shit out of them after all these years, I'll take that.
Indeed, he can't taste anything anymore except for hot.
For sure, for sure. Big Green Jay, that was you. You got that order. I'll go ahead and send in I'll include a free Bad Bully for you there, Green
Hell
Jay.
yeah,
That must have been your order that just came across right there.
awesome. Hell yeah. What's
Salute.
up, Winston?
Salute. You want to see if there's any questions real quick? And I'm going to go ahead and it's getting a little dangerous out here. So I think it's time for a quick safety
Safety
meeting.
meeting. No, no question. Anybody got some questions?
What's happening, guys? What's
Got
happening?
questions for the big unk?
Oh, there's Miss Maison. How are you? Thank you so much for all the support you give to Mike and therefore all of us at the same time.
Hell yeah. I think my daughter's in here too.
Is she
I
really
got I got to be on my best behavior. I saw her a little
the
bit
baby
ago.
girl or the older daughter?
The older, the big baby
So I
girl.
should hold off. I should hold off
No,
on this.
not at all. Safety meeting it up.
Okay.
She knows I'm not innocent.
Yeah. So let
Safety meeting.
let the people know if you don't mind. Do you want to talk a little bit about your family situation? You got a couple of kids.
Hell
You
yeah.
want to tell people that you got a couple
Yeah.
daughters and stuff?
Yeah, so I got I got a spread. I got an 18 or one about to be 18, and I have one that just turned 6 who thinks she's 18. And you know, we have a great time being that, you know, with the older family, the little family. Like, you know, it's been fun. You know what I mean? Like I've had a great time just being a dad, being a husband, you know what I mean? You know, in general, it's been a great time. Like I wanted a family, a whole family growing. Like my parents got, you know, they separated when I was young. And so I don't remember like having a whole family type dynamic.
Yeah.
And so growing up, that's what I wanted.
Hmm.
So me and my wife got together right around the time I turned 21. So I was, you know, in retrospect, I was a baby,
Yeah.
right? Like you know, I was young,
Yeah, but you
and
were grown back then,
I,
right? You remember when you were
I was,
21, you were still fucking
I,
grown
I,
inside, right? In your
I
head?
was ready. I was ready because that's what I've always wanted. And I was ready to go. I was ready to go and start my life, with my girlfriend at the time. And and she 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 put up with a lot of me being young. I mean, because I don't know how to explain it other than the fact is when you're young, and it's hard to be in a relationship at times when you're young.
Yeah.
And so we got to kind of grow together as well. I mean, I'm speaking to the choir here. You've been with your wife since you guys were in high school, I think you said, right? So it's one of those things that you kind of grow together and stuff. And they're over here looking at me through the window now because putting them on the spot and smiling at me. But yeah,
Aw,
my little kids in there,
you're fucking
you
awesome
know.
kids. You got an awesome family, great kids. It's cool having when they come over here too. I like having your whole family over. It's obviously good to have the boys, but I love having us have our full families together too. It's just fucking awesome.
So yeah, thank you for having us over.
Hey,
Thank
do
you.
you?
And you guys got a great family as well, man. You got some awesome basketball star kids and stuff
Yeah,
too,
dude.
So
That's their whole life right now is basketball, basketball. They're out at basketball practice right
oh
now at
yeah.
practice. Yep, yep. Do you know how to pin a comment? Mendoza put a comment about the bad bully. I can't pin it, but I think you might be able to. Thank you, Mendoza.
Comment.
Appreciate that,
Appreciate
man.
you, bro.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, anyone that wants to try out the bad bully, just go ahead and place an order for anything tonight. Yeah, I would suggest if you want to just test it out, just get a mini. I got a $6 minis available for you. Try out one that you also want to try, and then I'll include a brand new bad bully for you.
It's a deal. That's a deal. That bad bully is great. I've been using that as
It's
well.
been a massive hit. A lot of people love it. I get it's always super rewarding when you release a new product and then you get the feedback comes back so positive because I don't know. It's the same. It's similar to when you put out a pizza. No matter how confident you are in that pizza, I know you're confident when you're putting it out there. You still probably have that in you. Oh man, I hope he likes this.
Hmm.
So it's just like that. So appreciate all you guys sharing your feedback. Let me know. I promise you, it never gets old. It never will get old.
Yeah, it's rewarding for sure. It's a little hit of dopamine, right? Whenever somebody likes your stuff,
100%.
and a lot of times that's the stuff that keeps you going is those little bonuses. I don't know where else to put or say that, but like little hits of dopamine keep you going.
It
Oh,
it
got this
literally
compliment.
is.
This did good. It's the other like the satisfaction you see from other people being happy and stuff like that too. It'll keep you going.
That's exactly it, man. That's a main reason that I love to cook is getting the reaction from other people when they eat the food. You know, it's crazy to say. It sounds fucked up to say, but I know all of us that are into cooking, we all hear the same shit when we make a steak for somebody. They say, "Oh, I could never go to a restaurant again after eating a steak like this," or "Oh, my husband doesn't know how to cook a steak like this," or you know what I mean? Those compliments where they let you know, like, dude, what you're doing is something different than what I typically experience. That's fucking
You
cool.
might you might cause some fights there. People saying that their husband can't cook a steak like that.
Bro,
You know what
you
I mean?
be surprised. I'll be honest with you. You'd be surprised. Well, here's where I get it a lot too is with the big unk stuff too. When I go out to these events and I'm selling like in person at an event, it's awesome when the people come back again. Then they give you that feedback and they'll say things like, "He never knew how to cook before, but now he can cook." And all you find out all they're doing, they just weren't seasoning anything right before. But that stuff just feels awesome. It just I don't know what it is about that. I don't know what it is about that. The food, sharing the food. I think it's the breaking bread. I think it's just something that's necessary for life. So when you get to share that with somebody else and they enjoy it, I think it's because people have so many experiences eating so many different places, their food, their family's food, their upbringing. When you can wow somebody with
Hmm.
something you've made, it's fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, I think it's built into our DNA too. Like, I'm probably one of the reasons we like barbecue and meat and fire, and while we're drawn to it and stuff like that, it's like you know, back when it was harder to get food, you go, brought the food home, everybody was fed, everybody was happy. Back then, it's like, okay, accomplishment, we did it. You know what I mean? That's still ingrained in us. You know what I mean? And the fire in general, every, getting
Absolutely.
getting gathered around a fire. You know. like Tim Allen, who, right? I mean, that's really what we do, like,
It
so
really is, bro. Deep down, we're all just fucking
mm,
cavemen. We're
mm,
all just
basically,
cavemen. Sonny, did
basically.
you just place an order right now and you didn't use a code? Is that what you're saying? Is that what happened? I could let me take I'll take a look at that all tomorrow. I'll see if there's anything I can do for you on that. Not being able to use the code.
Don't use it. I like it. Like your style. Like,
But yeah, man.
D, so what you safety on today?
Safety.
What's your safety meeting partake items?
Man,
What are you smoking?
this is just a simple little pre-roll pack that I found at the local spot over here. They I'll usually ask them for a little bit of a recommendation, and pre-rolls, the game has completely changed. Before it was kind of crap. Oh, there, Matt Clark, what's happening? The game has completely changed, and quality's gone up quite a bit. So it's just a pre-roll. I don't know what it is. It's a pack of five. I don't know. I don't know what it was in here.
I
Yeah,
feel it. I feel it. Most of the time when people ask what something is, I don't know what the names are.
yeah. No, it's hard to keep track these days because they got outlandish. They be making shit up nowadays. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's like Crayola colors, but tell me that wouldn't be a
Yeah.
cool job. Like, that's your
Oh,
job, is to name stuff like
oh,
that. You know what I
that'd be the
mean? Like,
coolest job.
right up there with Snoop Dogg's blunt roller, right?
100%, bro. 100%. I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
though, I want Riff Raff to name my colors. You know what I'm saying? I want Riff Raff to name my colors. And that guy was actually cool as shit. Speaking of weed and speaking of Riff Raff, I have some weed from Riff Raff. That was fucking cool.
Got weed
Yeah,
from
we
Riff Raff.
yeah, we went to his concert. Me and a couple of the boys just recently. Me, Colby, and Corey went out. We saw Riff Raff in concert. We're literally right there at the stage, and he was handing us all weed, walking around handing out his own weed.
My type of concert. Giving you goodie bags, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You just did a comedy show with Steve Byrne. Fuck, the name
Oh,
sounds super familiar, Matt. I'd have to do a quick Google search because I'm just not picturing the face, but I know that's somebody I should know who he is just from here seeing the name.
Jamie, pull that up.
Oh, yeah, pull that up, Jamie. Come on, Nick. You're slacking on me, baby.
I know.
Here's what
If
we're
it
gonna
wasn't
do. We're
raining
gonna
out
have
here, I'd have my laptop out here.
I'm gonna have Mason on the side with his phone, and I'm gonna have him just join the live with all of these little quick ones, and then hop out. You know what I'm saying?
Like it.
He'll pull in our video
I
for us.
like it.
Young Jamie,
Yeah,
young Jamie.
young Jamie. Indeed.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look, my wife's in here. She pulled her Instagram out of retirement.
Oh, there she is. That her? That's
Yep.
Monica right there, huh?
Yep.
One Montserrat.
Montserrat.
How are you doing, Monica?
She's gonna be shy.
Bro, did I
I'm
tell you
driving.
how much fun this fucking new rig is behind me?
Hell yeah, man. I had fun watching you. I didn't get to cook on it yet, but it looks like a whole experience.
Oh man, it is. It's a good time for sure. He really outdid all my expectations with this thing, man.
Indeed, it's definitely on my list of things to get. Hopefully in this next year. Don't tell my wife, not that she's in here or not, but it's definitely on
Bucket.
my list. I wanted in
That's
Santa
right.
Maria. Yeah, I wanted in Santa Maria for a long time, and I just haven't got it. And now I'm glad I didn't get one, so now I can kind of get one that's more open fire and Santa Maria, like the mix that
Yeah,
you and Dan got something kind of similar.
for sure.
But
Well, I'm hoping a lot of more people kind of follow suit and go with some fun custom shit like this, because it's I think you get the best of both worlds on it. You know what I mean? Super creative. You can add some more personality to your grill too.
mm,
Oh, this shit smells amazing. I wish you could smell this. Shout out to fucking Papa Dan too. Papa Dan, I don't know if you know this. Papa Dan came through the day after the bash and brought me a big ass bag of oak.
oh yeah,
Dude, what a fucking gentleman. And he hooked me up with some of the super skewers too. What
hell
a
yeah,
fucking
good
what a
dude, man.
gentleman.
He's the reason I started my account. If it wasn't for Papa Dan, I would have never started. You
See?
know, and like between the first person I followed from barbecuing was Tone, because of Dan, right?
Mhm.
And so I was watching Tone, saw Tone's success, and then Dan is like, encouraging me, like, "Hey, this is something you can do." Like, I got the tech savvy behind it. I love cooking. It's something that I've liked doing just as like since I was a kid. I've always liked cooking, and he gave me that push to really go and make my account and start working on it. So shout out to Papa Dan. Yeah, he's the reason I got started.
Fuck yeah, well glad he did, man, because like it's look at what it's doing for you. You're getting opportunities presented to you that you wouldn't have had presented otherwise, right? And you're getting to share your craft, you're getting to expand on your passion a little more, and it's fucking awesome, you know. So I'm glad Papa Dan gave you that push, you know.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. We'll see how this year goes. It's already starting off pretty good, and I got some stuff coming up that I kind of want to keep a couple surprises. You know what I mean?
For
For the
sure,
for the
right?
day I get to put them out there. But we're we're working,
You
we're working.
sure fucking are, bro, and it shows. And I can't wait for more and more things to present themselves and for you to keep continuing to shine, my man, because this shit's fucking cool. I love seeing other people really kind of grow in their element and like seize. I don't want to say seize the opportunity. That's so fucking corny. Um, but really just kind of capitalize on opportunities that are in front of them through hard work. Right.
Mhm.
This isn't that you just try to take handouts where you can. You're really pushing. You're hard. You're grinding, and doors are opening up, and that's fucking cool, man. That's really
Hell yeah.
fucking cool. And
Yeah,
let
this is definitely something you got to put the extra work
yeah.
in for. You know what I mean? It's not easy by any means. That goes for everybody out there that's out there doing it. Like, you make 500 videos hoping one of them pop off, and you're kind of, you know, although you're getting to share stuff and you have fun doing it because it's still fun. I still love making the videos and stuff when I'm done and seeing the finished content. Like it's still a blast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you still hope in the back of your head that this is the one. This is the one gonna get me off the hood now. You know what I mean? Like you still hope that that's
Exactly.
not gonna be the one every time. But
No.
it's a chase. But
Nah, but but I think everyone is right where they're supposed to be at any given time. I really do feel that. And that's why I don't think that there should be any competition in this. It should be more collaboration and more and because I think everyone's exactly where they're supposed to be, and the growth is gradual, and for some people it's exponential, and
mhm,
that's fucking cool. You know what I mean? And I would encourage people to not focus so much on their growth if that's like their main focus is like, oh, I want to be the biggest, baddest, fucking bestest. I don't think you're going to get the best of your out of yourself that way. I think
mhm,
if you want to get the best out of yourself, you got to just love what you're doing, and you got to be having fun, and you got to keep it fun for you, not try to necessarily fit a mold or repeat what you see someone else do. Right? There's people out here, you you could repeat someone else that what they're doing, right? You could replicate it and you're not going to have the same result,
mhm,
right? Because what they're doing might be genuine and what you're doing might be replication,
mhm.
right? So just stay genuine. And that's not, I'm not talking to you. I'm
No,
talking to
yeah,
anyone that might be
for
listening
sure.
that's curious about doing this, thinking about doing this, because I think if you're thinking about doing it, having some fun and cooking, putting some content together about your cooking and what you're doing, then fucking do it.
Hmm.
Because if the thought's already there, that's
Hmm.
all you need. You're curious. You are clearly. Look at this. It's catching up, huh?
Safety meeting.
Yeah, safety meeting. Yeah, you're clearly thinking about it, and it's something that you should be doing, right? So just go ahead and put some action behind that thought.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. See if we've got any more questions going here.
Yeah,
We had somebody ask if we make our own rubs, and I
that's
think
me.
you might know a thing or two about
You
that. Uh,
see those back there? I don't know if you can see them. Get in focus, camera.
Indeed. Nope.
Yeah, big up.
There you go. There they
Yeah,
go.
you can kind of see them back there, but that's Big Unk Barbecue Rubs. That's my brand. I've got 9 different flavor profiles in my my rubs. I've got a barbecue sauce. I've got a hot sauce. We got some fun, cool merch that I try to make it quality over quantity, you know. So got some really cool shot glasses and hats and t-shirts and hoodies and all that kind of fun stuff. But ultimately, yeah, trying to share my my love for food with you guys. Encourage you all to cook more at home.
Oh yeah, cooking at home's the way, man.
No,
Really is. It's the blank canvas, right? Going back to the art part, you know,
absolutely.
and you get that satisfaction when you're done. Saying that those heavy pours.
That's not it. Colby, that's the fucking oak smoke getting in my eyes, bro. That's
Oh yeah,
what it is.
it's causing a glaze.
But again, yeah, salute to all you guys that are out here pushing for your goals and trying to do something fucking cool and unique and
Oh
different.
yeah, especially in the barbecue game.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun to do it together, and that's one of the things. It's a community. It really is. And you know, I think for most people, you know, it's they kind of, you know, they want to see everybody win.
Mhm.
You know, like they want to see somebody do good because it's obvious there's enough out there for everybody. There's plenty of opportunities for people, and you know, I genuinely think everybody's, you know, most people are out there. They want to see everybody win,
I feel that.
and seeing everybody cheer is kind of one of the fun things. Or seeing somebody do something like, "Damn, that's crazy! I can't believe you did that, or that worked, or how'd that go?" Or even if you do a recipe that is like somebody else's, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because you take inspiration from you know something they did, you know, or whatnot, you know. You know, sometimes people don't like you doing a similar recipe, you know, or you know, most people take it as like a compliment, right?
Yeah,
And it, you know, really either way. But you know, like I said, the community itself, it's fun. It's fun to do it as a group. It's like everybody's out here has a common goal for the most part. And you know, you got some people that are doing competitions, you got some people doing straight content, you have people that are doing the pop-ups. You know, even though the goals might not be exactly the same, you know, everybody wants to win at the end of the day. Everybody wants to level up, wants to do a little bit better. And I think that's kind of reciprocated through what we're doing here with everybody. You know what I mean? It's, you know, very much of let's support each other. You know, let's try to support each other to, you know, everybody eat together. You know what I mean?
100%.
And I like to try to go through it that way. I try to be as supportive as I can. You know, I try to like and comment as much stuff as I can, and all that type of stuff. You know, it's you know, it's fun.
I
It's
think it
fun.
goes without saying. I think people know and acknowledge that about you. You're definitely a community driven guy too, you know. You're definitely out there showing a ton of love. You're making sure that people feel appreciated for what they're doing, you know. I think it shows and it's I think it's commendable too, obviously, you know, because I think that's what some people need, right? Some people they're
Hmm.
out there trying this out. They're replicating until they can develop their own style right now, and any of that positive influence that you can give them is fucking helpful.
Yeah,
So take that and go fucking like somebody's shit today that you haven't liked in a while, and go say what's up
share
and
and
let them know
repost
they're doing some cool shit.
for
Yeah,
real.
fucking tell someone they're doing some cool shit. Salty Dalty, I see you right there. Your shit is all fucking awesome.
All of it.
All your shit is awesome.
Like I saw a bacon taco shell today or yesterday or something like
Dude,
that.
I saw him doing that. Actually, speaking to him in that taco shell, that bacon weave taco shell, I was immediately like, God damn, how far, right? I was thinking like, how far are people really willing to go for a taco? Like, I'm willing to go pretty far for a fucking taco. I'm willing to go pretty far. But he made a bacon weave taco shell, folks. If you
go
didn't see it,
go
go to
check
his
out Salty
page,
Dalty.
Salty Dalty's Barbecue, and he fucking killed it on it. And then he really blew me away when he started cutting it out in a circle too. Did you notice that too? He
Oh, he
didn't
said
just
that was a
leave.
repost. I thought that was what you did. All good. You're still dope, bro.
But yeah, so it was awesome actually. His shit is awesome. I like his comedy stuff too. His
Hmm.
like parody videos that he makes too.
Oh yeah,
Let's see some more of those, man. Let's see some more of those.
indeed, indeed. The barbecue guy, right? The barbecue guy that turns cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, like the dad, whatever you would call him. I don't know.
Mm.
Well, I'm curious. What do you call that character? Salty Dalty? Who's the guy?
Oh,
The
like he did it a year ago and he redid it. Okay, so yeah, he did do the
oh,
taco shell. We're not
I
crazy. We're
follow.
not crazy.
The bacon weave taco is a repost of his own video. I see what he's saying.
I got you now.
But
Took a minute.
I'm dead ass curious. What do you call that? like the dorky old guy character in your videos? Is he like just the dad, or? But those are some of my favorite ones when he goes back and forth between those. There was also a collab
Mm-hmm.
he did. I think it was with Matt, Matt Outback. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was with him. Might have been someone else. They were
Throwing the
throwing
hat.
stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
that
True.
was fucking creative.
Indeed, it was a good one. It was a good one. Yeah, all time. Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what's up, guys. Well, I
Indeed.
appreciate you guys coming over and checking all this shit out, man. And this is something that we're going to do a little bit more often now, kind of week by week. Going to get some more folks on here, get to know them. And if any of you guys are interested, shoot a DM to me or Nick. Just let us know you want to be on Big Unc and the Nephew. Not sure what to call that goober. It looks like you know what to call him now. That's the goober.
Mr. Goober.
Yeah, that's the goober.
All
Yeah.
right, everybody. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back next week about the same time, same bat time, same bat channel. Let's keep character.
Hell yeah.
All right,
All
man.
right,
You have a good
y'all. You
night.
guys have a great night. Later, brother.
Later.
Big Unc and the Nephew will be back after the safety meeting. Love y'all.